Okay, today, Thursday, 10 November 2022, my COVID-19 pandemic chronology video for the day. What's my update? So my update is yesterday I went with my dad to Edmunds Auto Parts and Marine Supply and got a new battery for my car, and then took my car out, and so there's the chronology video for yesterday has that in it, the really brief recap of that. And then in the afternoon, I took my car out for a drive because I need to drive it more than I have been. And so I took it up to Everett and got pierogi for the first time. I got 2 pierogi. And I also, I filmed me eating parts of my first pierogi, 2 types. And I put that in this COVID-19 pandemic chronology playlist, and there's a video on my channel, and that video is in the playlist as well as elsewhere. Like the Pacific Northwest, because it was filmed in the Pacific Northwest. And so that's kind of what happened yesterday. And the pierogi thing gets me to my update for today's contemplating my second fieldwork item. So the going and trying pierogi for the first time was field work related to my pandemic pit crew, writing and publishing work on Wikipedia during the pandemic, and I have pages for something like 15 to 20% of the Wikipedia articles, and those numbers might be a little off, but like 15 to 20% approximately, if I'm calling correctly, of my Wikipedia articles I've made for pool swimmer biography. So like biographies about pool swimmers. 15 to 20% were affected by the Russian bans directly. So they weren't allowed to compete this year. And I was like, one, I haven't had pierogi, and I've got my Andre and my Vladimir and on and on. So it'd be good to try it, but it's also kind of, food is an integral part of Russian culture. I've had a number of Russian friends in my life. One of my friends growing up, Dina, she was adopted from Russia, and she came into my life when I was in elementary school, and we were really good friends. We even played tennis together and stuff like that. And actually that was the first opportunity to eat pierogi was with her and her adopted parents. I had a play date with her and another one of our friends, Emily Stapleton, and her name is Dina Matlock. If I'm recalling this correctly, and they had like frozen pierogi, and she offered it to us, and we decided not to eat it. And they were like, "Okay, but you got to do it right, Tanis." I was like, "I just want pierogi," and they're like, "Well, what kind of pierogi?" And I was like, "What do you mean, what type of pierogi?" And so it was kind of fun going and actually eating pierogi for the first time, which that would have been like 17 years ago that happened, or something, like 16 or 17 years ago. So, coming full circle to the first time I had it kind of offered from one of my friends from Russia, and actually getting around to eating it. So it was fun, and both were delicious. They grew on me as I finished them and ate more. I liked them even more and more, which was really cool. So that was my first fieldwork item. Now I have my second fieldwork item, and my second fieldwork item that I wanted to get done was something I did not get to get done earlier in this year for the 2022 Men's Swimming and Diving Pac-12 Conference Championships at King County Aquatic Center in Federal Way, Washington State. So it's about an hour-and-a-half drive each way, depending on traffic. And so I didn't get to go because they were requiring everybody who attended to have COVID-19 vaccines, and I did not have one. And so I was like, I'm not going. And so they're not currently requiring vaccines because there's kind of a lull in the number of cases, or like not a lull, but the case rates are lower than they used to be. So I could go. And if so I'm like, okay, I should do that. What hours is it open? When can I get down there? How much does it, what if I want, I competed there in 2009, 2010 for water polo. So I'm familiar with the pool. It's undergoing renovations. When do I go? So I was thinking of going during like a lap swim I can take my swimsuit in my bag and be ready to swim, but I kind of wanted to just walk around. It's going through renovations this fall and next summer, so it'd be fun to see it before it's completely redone, if possible. I don't know if they've two-phase. I worked at a pool, and upgrades can be two-phase, like it's either like a whole bunch done at the beginning or a whole bunch done at the end with like the kind of rest done at the other time. So some places will like take the first month and a half and get everything set up and get everything kind of separated out and do walkthroughs of what's going to happen. And then like the shutdown for the summer that's coming up in 2023, they actually do everything. That's kind of my experience with upgrades. I've worked at a few different pools, 3. And so that's just kind of the norm, but not all pools work the same. So I don't know. And it's an aquatic center. There's multiple pools and there's a diving well and stuff. And we got for water polo, we competed both in the diving well and the competition pool. So yeah, so that's one. So my update is I've been thinking about that today, and when do I want to go? And so I'm actually thinking of I'm trying to think of a low traffic day because I kind of just want to walk around. And I was like, the perfect day for that might be, and last time I checked the schedule, I'll have to double, triple, quadruple check. I was thinking maybe going the day before Thanksgiving. So the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Go down in the morning. I think lap swim is like 11:30 to 1 or something. It's in the morning. So get down there early, walk around, and then come back. It's about the time, each direction I have found traveling at about that time to get there, the traffic's not too bad. People going to work tend already be at work, and coming back north, I'd be coming north before afternoon traffic. So that is my kind of fieldwork update. Is I think I have a tentative date. It's not set, but a tentatively set date for my second fieldwork. And if I go, I will even try and get a shorts video. So that's vertical format, less than 60 seconds. I'll try and get a shorts video in the aquatic center, like scanning the pool or the competition auditorium, and see if I can get like if the COVID-19 pandemic is still around, film one of my COVID-19 pandemic chronology videos. I might do that in my car in the parking lot. And then it'd be really cool if I didn't get a video, see if I could find they have a COVID-19 testing site in the banquet hall currently. So see if it's still in the banquet hall and see if I can get a picture and or a video. It'd be pretty cool. So that is my update for today, Thursday, 10 November 2022. Jolly day, jolly night, wherever you are, whenever it is.